All right, people of the internet, quick pause in our conversation because today's episode is brought to you by Trading. 10 years ago, a Kenyan woman sat down and decided she was going to learn the global financial markets. People of the internet, I am not talking about Forex, and I'm not talking about crypto bubbles or whatever scheme is hot this week. She has been helping hundreds of people find a living and create wealth. I am talking about options trading. Option trading runs on regulated American exchanges that has rules. The other thing it has, it rewards discipline over hype. Now, my friend is called Phyllis, a big supporter of dialogues with Jagero. For the past 10 years, Phyllis has been doing options trading quietly, patiently, and daily. And now she has built a set of winning formulas you can trust, because I have tested it and I've seen her doing this with hundreds of people that are following her, and it is legit. She has strategies tested in real markets with real money in every kind of trading scenario. Now, she has turned around and started teaching other people how to do it too. People like you. Today, that work is called trading. And hundreds of our clients now use our formulas every single day to generate legitimate income from the markets without quitting their day jobs. People of the internet, pause. This is not a get-rich-quick story, by the way. This is a Kenyan woman who put in 10 years, so you don't have to start from scratch story. If you've been looking for a real side hustle, something with rules, something with proof, something that respects your money, Trading is your gateway. Find them online and on social media, and let Phyllis show you what a decade of doing it right actually looks like. You can call them on +254 1163 11 000 or plus, this is WhatsApp by the way, +147 072 555 35. You will find all the description on the description of this podcast. Thank you very much. And now back to Paul.
Analo was arrested Thursday after investigators recovered 65.3 million shillings in his residence. He was on Friday released on a cash bail of 500,000 shillings, while his wife secured her release on a cash bail of 100,000 shillings. The embattled county official is under investigation of allegations of abuse of office, corruption, bribery, and misappropriation of public funds, among other offences. Analo was arrested Thursday after investigators...
All right, hello there, people of the internet. My name is Udu Jagera, and this is Political Headache coming to you at 7:30 in the evening. Today, we are going to be talking about cartels. We are going to be talking about corruption. We are going to be talking about women in leadership. The other day, I was talking to a politician, and he told me that women, Jagero, have you heard of something called political kitchen? That is where women belong in politics. Political kitchen. Do you know what political kitchen is? By the way, today I'm in the studio with two ladies. I wanted to say women. Kasikia tu. Watu wanakuanga na siasa ingine. Kali sana.
Paponditi.
Yeah. Paponditi.
Watson Williams comes from Paponditi.
Yes, Paponditi is my village, actually. We can reduce the volume a little bit, this one, kidogo, too, so that we can hear. So, I was told about political kitchen. That is where women belong, women that are leaders. Okay? So I asked him, what does it mean? So it means that when we are going to Mombasa, for example, the women will take care of logistics. But when we are in the stage, it is the men that speak. Okay? So sometimes things also happen. We have beautiful ladies that, flower girls. We will push so that they can get, women rep. They will get nominations, a few things like that. And it's very interesting. So today, I'm in the studio with Kiprono Trophy. Everybody knows her online. And I thought she does not talk about politics until today. No, the other day when I hosted her at DWJ. I want to start this conversation by asking you, what do you think about women in politics? And by the way, I hear that you want to be an MP. You're the incoming MP for Moiben. Do you really know what you're getting yourself into?
Absolutely. Politics is tough. But
Okay.
here's the thing. Women have to understand that power is not given, it's grabbed. And I like the fact that you mentioned about how they say there's the kitchen part.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing because the High Court ruled against the advisory that was given by the former Chief Justice about the two-third gender rule.
Yes, they
so
did.
women have to understand that nobody will hand it to you on a silver platter. Fight for it. Go for it.
You actually believe in it?
I do, absolutely. What is the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is a no. And I don't believe like failure is a bad thing because life meets you at a level of audacity. You have to be audacious in life. You have to be shameless. You have to go for it.
Yeah. So you do not believe that women on a far bebwe, like, let's give them this. Let's and women are the
don't.
majority of voters.
I don't believe because there's something we call cognitive bias, which we discussed in the previous show.
Okay.
It is a notion that if a woman gets into leadership, apparently they were handed it over or they slept their way to the top.
Yeah.
Some people actually earned it. But once you understand cognitive bias, you won't get angry about it. You just understand it's a flaw in reasoning. You take nothing personally.
I wanted to ask you this question, but do you have a problem with women sleeping their way to the top? There's a lady who told me, why not? Why should I not?
To be really honest, I would say it's a catch-22 situation, but use any unfair advantage you have in this world.
Yeah?
Yes.
Fair advantage
Any unfair advantage you have.
in life.
Because you did not decide.
Women have many?
If you have used, because you did not decide to have them.
Women have many?
They don't. Because even if you are really qualified, nobody would believe that you actually qualified for that job. So they would say you slept your way to the top. So
Anyway.
don't fight the story. Just go with it. But you earned it. You don't have to prove to anyone except yourself.
I will come back to you so that you can tell me more about yourself. I want to get to, a lot of people in the internet are saying that he podcast imenunuliwa na Wanjigi. Well, Wanjigi gave me money, so. But SG here was, this is SG of Safina Party. He has been a resident here at Political Headache. I think they are in the Hall of Fame in Political Headache. I think there is a sound I'm hearing. I think it is feedback from these speakers. Yeah, if you could switch them off completely, please, so that we don't hear the feedback on us. Joachim Simeu is the SG. He says that he's going to be the senator of Nairobi come 2027, but I've not seen him on the ground a lot. Mr. Simeu, how are you doing? And the other question I want to ask you is that about the gender, the 2/3 gender rule. What do you think about it? Women fight for their own with sweat and blood, or unfair advantage?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do I start with Senate or?
Yeah, you can start with any.
The allegations are that I'm not really on ground. I just declared the other day.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my machineries on ground.
Okay.
And when I start hitting the ground,
Okay.
it will be a force to reckon with.
Okay.
As for women, I have always had an opinion that this is one of the very difficult areas for me to engage in.
Okay. Do you want me to pass?
Let me try.
Because this gentleman is a patriarch, so that you understand where
I
he's
can
coming.
see. I'm just waiting
Yeah,
for
he's
his
really
response.
struggling.
I'm waiting for his response.
We can actually pass it.
No, I want to hear his response.
You want
You
to hear his response?
Yes.
Today, when you are told to go and announce
Okay.
that there will be a meeting at All Saints Cathedral tomorrow at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Or at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Most people who will come will be men.
Okay.
Then, after men come, then you will be told, why are there no women? Can you please call more? So you have to go out there and tell women that you didn't come. We announced, but you didn't come.
Yeah.
So there is that need to strike the balance.
Okay.
That's why women inclusion in governance is very important.
Yeah.
Because if we just leave it like this, then we will end up with a male-dominated governance system. Because in search of power, and governance positions, there is need for some level of aggressiveness,
Okay.
which is mostly associated to men. So it's an aiding tool so that at the end of the day, we get all voices to be heard.
Okay.
So that's basically, in my own understanding, that's the essence of having two-thirds gender rule in our system.
In our system.
Yes.
I think he's not honest.
He's being diplomatic. He's being very diplomatic. He's watching his words carefully.
He's watching his words very carefully.
Absolutely.
I know he's watching his words very carefully. But people of the internet want to social proof you. Who is Trophy Kiprono? Where are you coming from? Where do you think that the Kenya needs you in 2020, beyond 2027? I think they need you now in as far as education and communication is concerned, and PR and things like that. But politically, why do you think Kenya needs you? And why do you think Kenya needs women? Because that's a conversation that has been happening a lot. Why?
Well, to be honest, Trophy Kiprono is a public speaking, communications, personal branding trainer, as well as a co-director of the Brand Experts Kenya, which is a company that deals with communication skills for both individuals and corporates. Why do I want to get into politics?
Okay.
I want to be part of the legislation. And I come from a community that is very conservative.
Okay.
If you look at the politics of Kenya, you will notice that the ones who speak
people
out...
People will be asking what community is this?
Yes, who speak out a lot.
Okay.
Don't come from my community. Because in my community, women are taught to be more humble. So they confuse humility and being too humble. And there's a difference. One is a virtue, the other gets you overlooked in rooms. Now I want to bring a different kind of leadership to show that actually, like Simiyu mentioned, yes, women can actually be a kind of aggressive, not the kind of aggressive that people think, but we can actually voice our opinions from that side of the country as women.
Okay, we want to play a few videos, but that is the arrest of... I don't know if we played it. We haven't played it, right? We can play it now. Yeah, let's play that video. There is a lot of problems, and we have the picture of a lie on the thumbnail, and we also have the picture of Sakaja. I want to also ask you whether you are one of those women that were looking at Sakaja and his dimples and were swept off your feet, and like he's gonna do amazing things. Let's play that.
Analo was arrested Thursday after investigators recovered 65.3 million shillings in his residence. He was on Friday released on a cash bail of 500,000 shillings, while his wife secured her release on a cash bail of 100,000 shillings. The embattled county official is under investigation of allegations of abuse of office, corruption, bribery, and misappropriation of public funds, among other offences. Analo was arrested Thursday.
That's done, right? Okay. When you heard about this, Kiprono, what did you think about it? About the idea that somebody can be found with 65 million? And by the way, do you like Nairobi City the way it functions, and you think that something needs to be done?
Well, I'll start with your second question. If I find Nairobi to be ideal, and to be honest, it functioned well under Sonko.
Really?
Yes. Because the only time that people focus on Nairobi is when we're receiving dignitaries from other countries. Suddenly, we don't see suddenly it's clean. But we have portals of everything. But I may be giving Sonko a bit more credit, but there's something about Sonko's regime that was different. Perhaps he knew how to handle it.
Okay.
And secondly, about the money that was found. That is not new. As you say in journalism, it's not news unless a man eats a dog, not a dog eats a man. Man eats a dog. So I'm sure it's just one of the many. Because for you to have certain kind of money and put it in a bank, you have to explain where you got it from. So you need to hide to just have the cash in the house. Yeah. So I'm sure it's just one of many.
And use it for doing what? Buying things?
It's a culture. It's a thing. I think it's an African thing, and I talked about it on social media. It's an African thing whereby I was asking, is there a problem with the African race? Because other countries, you'd find the president, the prime minister riding a bicycle to work. Here in Kenya, we have convoys of cars worth billions. You know, it's like we are in the Mobutu Sese Seko era. But again, we are the poorest, yet we have the most resources. So it makes no sense. And it is why when Africans go abroad, they stop being religious. Because their prayer points have already been answered. They realize, oh, you can get jobs. It's not a big deal.
Okay, Joachim, what you were telling me that by the way, do you want to talk about Robert Alai, about things that you told me in the dark? You want to be a coward and now?
No, I want to be wise.
You want to be? Okay, tell me about Nairobi City. What do you think about the corruption in Nairobi County?
First, let's talk about the money that was found. You see, if the source of the money you have is questionable, you have to hide away where it can be traced, as you await the ideal ways of cleaning it back into system. The most popular way of these people nowadays, when they get such money, all you need to do is to open a very high-end club and make sure that every week you are you have a celebrity performing. And the week that the celebrity is performing, you report a turnover of about 25 million in one weekend that we had calligraph performing and people came and took a lot of alcohol. So at the end of the day, out of the 65 million, you have 40 left to clean. That's why you see a lot of clubs are mushrooming everywhere. I'm not saying everyone with a club is washing money, but it's also one of it. So Nairobi is not functioning to the level that we wanted to function, because we got some things that are fundamentally wrong. That's why I was telling you yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before that. That what should be your expectation after you vote in Kiprono Trophy,
yes,
as a member of parliament in Moiben?
Yeah.
There is something you are seeing in her. So once she gets into that seat, there are expectations of how she's going to carry herself in the office as a member of parliament. So if Trophy, before becoming member of parliament, she was fired from Kenya Pipeline Corporation for pilferation of finances.
Okay.
She went to Equity Bank. She was again fired because some money, there were unquestionable transactions at the bank when she was in charge. Then she goes somewhere, the company is bankrupted when she's there. Now she comes and becomes...
Yeah, she goes to people of Moiben.
Yes.
And tells them that she's the best thing after sliced bread.
Then people, because she has some coins,
yes,
to dish around, and people vote for her to become member of parliament. Then 1 year, CDF money is not doing anything in Moiben. So why should they be surprised? Because at least they knew her capabilities. So the problem with Nairobi can be replicated everywhere in this country, where it makes us think, why do we go to vote? What do we vote for? The person on the ballot, what do they represent? Because these people that vie these offices, they are not new to us. We know them.
Were you a supporter of Sakaja?
No, I was not.
Why? Why were you not?
Let me be very honest. One, he was not in Azimio. So, mimi kama uko Azimio, mambo yako ni. Who did I vote for that was not in Azimio? Do I have one? I think one. An MCA. I was voting, I vote in Nairobi CBD. I voted for a lady called...
Nairobi CBD is which ward?
Is it Central Ward? Yes. I vote there at Tuk. So I voted for a lady called Lucy Owino.
Okay.
She was formerly ODM. She was denied a ticket. She came as an independent.
Okay.
And because we had worked with her in her campaigns, I felt obliged to vote for her. So on the Azimio structure, that's the only person I didn't vote for in Azimio. So that's the first reason why I didn't vote for Sakaja. The other reason, you see, in Azimio we were voting on a premise of integrity. You see?
Azimio were people of integrity.
Yes.
Azimio.
Yes. At least more of integrity compared to our opponents at the time.
Your opponents were Kenya Kwanza?
Yes.
Okay.
Kenya Kwanza, before Musalia joined Kenya Kwanza,
okay,
it looked like a den of thieves.
Yeah.
And so I think Musalia's joining of Kenya Kwanza brought some balance in terms of imaging.
Okay.
He brought some kind of some fresh look.
Musalia is an angel.
At that time, he was the most sober.
Okay.
Musalia has been referred to as a gentleman of Kenyan politics at some point.
Musalia.
I no longer think he is.
The one that gave 10,000 to Moi in 1992 is who?
Is Musalia.
Okay, go ahead.
In 1990, Musalia was Minister for Trade and something like that.
Yeah.
He had 2 deputies. One of the deputies is long retired, and Musalia is here as a minister. One of the deputies was Ole Kaparo. Ole Kaparo served as Musalia's deputy in 1990.
Ole Kaparo?
Yes.
The old man?
Yes. So you can imagine. So
this is the man that was bringing balance?
At that time, because the situation was so bad. Yes, you can imagine Kenya Kwanza without Musalia at that time. Because look at who are the people in Kenya Kwanza.
Who are they?
The people in Kenya Kwanza, one, William Ruto.
Okay.
You know what we were talking about him at the time.
Okay.
And we still say it today.
Okay.
2, Rigathi Gachagua.
Okay.
We have had a lot of allegations against Gachagua. And 3, who was the most prominent. Now we get to Kindiki's.
Yeah.
Who we could still tie to other things like ICC.
Let's go back to Akaja. I'm losing my trail of thought.
No. Now the reason why I didn't vote for Sakaja.
And I'm going to ask you the same question, by the way. Yeah.
Is because I didn't feel he was going to be a good governor.
Okay.
Because being a governor is about managing resources. Is about actually managing resources. You have to know the art of hiring, because you are going to have CECs. So you have to understand who do I put where so that it works for the people. I didn't honestly think Sakaja had it in him to vote for, to do that. But again, Sakaja had been a very vocal debater in Senate. And I've always said that legislation and executive power are 2 very different things. We have had people who are very good legislators, but once they became governors, something happened. And that's why I tell people, gauge yourself. Know where you can really work for people in a way that it doesn't dent your own reputation. Because most of these young people I see running for governors, they are committing suicide.
Yeah.
Because once you become governor, now we have something to say against you.
I want to ask Kiprono a question, but this question is something that we have discussed with you for a long time. I don't know why she wants to go to parliament. Because every time we talk about the problems of this country,
it goes to parliament.
It goes to parliament. The other day, Joachim was telling me about the issue of budget estimates. Again, the government is now trying to push a finance bill. They're also trying to push government expenditure estimates.
Yeah.
But we do not know how much we are going to be getting from the people of Kenya. One of the things also we don't know is how much we are going to borrow internally. And that is how the issue of odious debt comes from, right?
Yes.
And the MP he's a very, very, very big part of our economy, because they're the ones that pass all the financial laws. And there is this question that was asked of Boniface Mwangi, whether are you going to be taking money in the washroom like all the other MPs are doing? And when it becomes so hard that you're thinking, okay, what are you going to do? Do you really want to be an MP? And what do you want to do? Because are you looking for KCDF money? It's how much per year?
It's around roughly 210 million.
Per year?
Yes.
Comes to 5 billion.
Well, it comes to $1 billion.
Yeah.
In 5 years.
$1 billion?
Yes.
In 5 years? This is the money you're looking for, Kiprono.
If I'm honest, not at all.
Yeah.
So we have something in psychology called the Lucifer effect.
Yes.
And the Lucifer effect,
Okay.
the name shouldn't scare anyone. It's about how good people turn to be bad people because of the company they keep.
Okay.
To answer your question, why I want to get into parliament is
Okay.
because, of course, I'm not an oligarch. I don't have that kind of money. But in parliament is where legislation happens, not even the Senate.
Yes.
It is where legislation happens. And I'm not here trying to sell you the snake oil story of how I'm going to be different, how I'm going to be good.
Yeah.
Not at all. All I'm saying is,
Okay.
give me the benefit of the doubt. Let us bring policies that work for people. And we're not here to sell you a lot of stories and all that. And about the money and everything, truth be told, nothing is absolute in life. Not everyone can be bad. There's some good politicians. Not everyone can be bad. It's only that we are used to, as Africans, not Kenyans, as Africans, to a certain kind of leadership because it feels familiar. Yes. So it's not about that, it's about change. And how can I bring change? Most people told me, become an MCA. How can I bring legislation when I'm an MCA? Because in parliament is where there's legislation, oversight, implementation. So how can I do that if not parliament? And how can I know my capabilities if I don't dare?
Yeah.
And what is the worst that will happen?
The question is, what do you want to change in Kenya, by the way? What is so broken that you want to change through parliament? And also, what is going on there down at Moiben? I hear it is like, it's very good. It's a very good looking, constituency. Good roads.
Good roads,
Moi took
amazing
everything
place,
there.
just to restore faith in the government. The truth is, the current government, people don't believe in the current government. It is to restore faith.
It is good you are talking about that, because I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, because your name betrays you.
yes. And there's that bias because of my name, Kiprono.
Okay.
Just to restore faith in the current government. Why Moiben in particular?
Okay.
Because, again, I repeat the point of, I come from a place whereby we're very conservative.
Okay.
I'm yet to hear my current MP, the incumbent, speaking in parliament.
He doesn't?
She doesn't. It's a
She
woman.
doesn't, so she?
Yeah, it's a professor. She's a Professor Barto.
Yeah.
I want
What
someone
is
who
her
can,
name?
Professor Barto Phyllis. I
Okay.
want someone who can voice opinions without necessarily watching their back because they have to pledge allegiance. And believe it or not, we are getting to a point whereby change is inevitable. I know someone believes like, no, things will always be like this. There are only two things that are constant in life, death and change.
Okay.
We are getting to that point whereby nobody cares about money anymore. It's about, not your tribe, what exactly are you bringing to the table? And what is my priority as a person who wants to become the member of parliament? Youth and employment. There's nothing as frustrating as not being employed. That is why we're having so many issues of mental health. Because imagine coming back to the house, you have a family, you don't have a job. Your family is looking up to you. They start treating the ones with the job better than you. And it's even worse on the boy child. And you know you have the boy child crisis. Yes, and that is my priority.
Okay. And I imagine that when you're talking about some of those failures that the country is currently having, the lack of employment, the lack of jobs, the boy child is abandoned. By the way, but then that brings us to the man who is ruling this country, that could be your uncle from the other side, right? Could be what is your feeling about His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto? Is he a good man? Is it the best thing that Kenya's ever had? Somebody was telling me, actually telling her, I will come to you later on. There is a gentleman that was telling you that Ruto is the best president you've ever had. In your show yesterday, what is the name of that guy?
That is Samuel
Sammy.
Wendal.
Sammy?
Wendell.
Yes, Samuel Wendell was saying that Ruto is unbelievable.
I wonder what parameters was he using?
Yes. But now I'm asking her, so that she can tell me, what do you think about His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto? Do you like him?
I'm going to start with a caveat or a rider.
Okay.
And the rider is,
Okay.
my answer, people should look beyond my name, Kiprono, for the moment, because I know it blinds them.
They're not going to do that.
One thing, most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
They assume because I'm called Kiprono automatically, it means a support.
Okay.
But if I'm being honest, one thing, we say in Swahili, mgala amue haki zake mpe.
Okay.
When it comes to the president, he's a smart, astute politician.
Okay.
But he's
That doesn't help
human.
Kenyans, right?
He's human.
He's
He has
human.
made his mistakes.
Okay.
Yes, he has.
When you say he's human, what does that mean?
I mean, the king is naked.
What does that mean?
It means that he's fallible. And the people around him are not trying to tell him that, Your Excellency, there are a bit of problems here and there. And there's a difference between a leader and a politician. You know that difference. And the president is an excellent politician.
Okay.
But for him to be a leader and a statesman, there are some things that have to be looked at.
Okay.
Yes.
Ruto is calling you and telling you Kiprono. How do you pronounce Kiprono in your language? You just say Kiprono.
It's Kiprono.
I doubt.
Kiprono.
It's Kiprono. It's Kiprono. We name according to the time you were born.
Okay.
My father is Kiprono. I'm Chepkemboi. I was born at midnight.
You're Chepkemboi.
Yes, I was born at midnight.
Oh, so
We name according to the time.
okay. You should actually calling yourself Chepkemboi Kiprono more.
You see, it's
a
even hard
beautiful-
for you to pronounce Chepkemboi.
No, I will try. So
Yes.
Ruto calls you and tells you, I saw you at political headache. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Nimekosea wapi?
I look forward to that day.
Yeah. Tell me what you're telling him. What you're telling the president. He
I will
calls
tell
you.
the president, Your
Okay.
Excellency, please accept constructive criticism. And again, he's a very smart politician. And I'm saying smart, I'm saying in capital letters.
Okay.
But he should not overestimate his intelligence.
Okay.
And he should never go against the Machiavellian law.
Which is?
Better be feared than to be loved, but don't be hated.
Do you think that Kenya is currently on a hateful journey
Yeah.
against the president? And where do you think that comes from? Where do you think that comes from? What has he done? Because a lot of people are saying that let's be tribal, Mr. Joachim. You hate it. The other day you were fighting with me about it. So right now a lot of people are saying that that the country is going the side of 42 against 1. That now it is the Kikuyus that have so much hatred to the president, but the rest of the country are feeling okay. So do you think there is something in there that makes the president hated? Is there something that you can point that he has done that says, okay, I think that this hatred is coming from this side? What is that?
There are many, but if I was to pick one, I would start with the fact that people who have proximity to power are giving this impression of living a life of opulence. It reminds us of the 18th century Marie Antoinette.
Okay.
When she was asked, why can't you, when she was told people are starving, she was like, if they can't have bread, why not eat cake? Secondly, his communication and PR team, crisis communication.
This is something that everybody is always talking about.
Yes, because, for example,
Okay.
would you believe me when I say this? And again, the bias, this government has done developments, but because of the PR around his name, nobody sees that. All they see is the negativity, and there's nothing as hard as defending the government.
Yeah.
I respect people who defend the government. It's the hardest thing ever. It's the hardest.
I see you're struggling too.
It's the hardest because naturally they're always on the everyone is on the defensive, and his communication team have to be.
There are 21 consultants over there.
Yeah, and nowadays even seasoned journalists have become bloggers. People who are reputable journalists are now bloggers. For example, there was a time they said that allegedly the deputy president was slapped by one of the president's guys.
Women.
Yes. And someone like Dennis Itumbi comes out and says, no, it's not true. Forgetting that when you give something attention, you unintentionally say it is true. But if you want to just let it go, you just starve it of attention. Simple. But now when you go out there and say, no, it's not true, You've confirmed it.
When you look at the government bloggers, for lack of a better word, communicating online and on social media, what do you think? What is the lack? Do you see unprofessionalism? Do you see lack of intellect? Do you see lack of ability, lack of knowledge on what needs to happen?
I see fear. Because we are talking about seasoned communication people, seasoned journalists, people who have been in the industry for so long. But it seems like there's someone who is trying to pull the strings behind in such a way that they should communicate. Someone who is not knowledgeable in how communication works.
Okay.
And that is how they've been turned into bloggers. Because these are people that we respect. And they've suddenly turned into people who are bloggers.
When you say bloggers, what do you mean by that, by the way? Do you mean that they are posting on social media? What do you mean they've been turned
The work
into
is
bloggers?
just defending and just retaliating any comment instead of actually speaking as the government.
How does the government speak?
Oh, there's a language of the government. Like, for example, if there's an issue, you have to acknowledge, to state the facts,
Okay.
to also dissociate with the hearsay,
Okay.
and also the solution. But if you're always on the defensive, that is being a blogger.
They wait for Joachim to say something and then they, no.
They're just set, like something is just not, and especially communication. There's something wrong with communication. And I keep wondering, am I the only one who's not seeing this? Or is everyone so afraid of His Excellency that nobody can tell him?
You want to add something, Mr.
Yeah,
Safina Press?
I have highlighted the problems my sister has mentioned. And I want to start with the problem of communication and bad PR.
Okay.
I honestly do not think that's our problem. As a communicator, you communicate about things that have happened,
Okay.
how things are. The problem the president is facing is trust deficit. Because when you have been given several chances to do one thing, and you consistently fail, then people start believing that you have no capability to do it. So it doesn't matter how colorfully you tell people that you are going to do it next time. Once they don't trust you, they don't. It's like a spouse who found a cheating message on your phone. Every time they see you typing, they assume you are responding to that message. So there is so that becomes, and you will, it forces you to always keep saying,
Yeah.
I'm not texting a woman. So it puts you in a lot of problems.
Okay.
So in my own thinking,
Okay.
and in pursuant to the question you asked about, what is she going to do in Parliament?
Yeah.
Because I've always loved Parliament and Senate. If in most of my political time, I will mostly be in Parliament or Senate, because that's where our problem really is. And in this case, I don't think if I had my phone here, I would show you. The newspaper, the Star newspaper, reported yesterday that the government is borrowing to pay allowances and wages. It means Parliament is approving it, right? So why is Parliament approving illegalities? Because Parliament knows that you should not borrow for recurrent expenditure, and allowances and wages fall under recurrent expenditure, because when you borrow this month to pay allowances, it means that you will have to do the same next month, and the same next month, and the same next month. The problem William Ruto is facing, the biggest he will ever, I don't know why he still wants to run in 2027. If I was him, I would resign today, because it is unbearable. This year, this financial year that is beginning in July, we are going to pay debt with 2.3 trillion.
I saw 1.1 trillion.
No, it's 2.3. 1.1 you got it
It
from
matures
where?
on the 1st of July.
No, it's not on the first, the whole year
Okay.
of 2026, 2027. He will need 2.3 trillion. Our laws say that you must pay debt using taxes.
Okay.
In our taxes, if we are to be very generous, we are going to raise 2.7
trillion.
Yes. So if we spend 2.3, we are left with how much? With 400 billion. Counties alone need 450. So we need 50, and we don't have it. Remember, counties is a recurrent
Expenditure.
yes. So you will need it. You are not tagging it to any development, no road, no nothing. Operations and maintenance, it is 900 billion. Given the opulence that we are seeing in government, they need to move around and fuel guzzlers and that. So buying fuel, stationaries in office, killer kit to paying per diem, that is 900 billion they need. So we are deficit of how much money? 950 billion. We have not talked about salaries and wages, the ones that are leading to borrowing every day. So every month you need 80 billion.
To pay that.
To pay salaries every month.
Salaries for whom?
OCS, Member of Parliament, nani, anybody who is in government.
But that,
Buying fuel for government vehicles. So, President Ruto, we are already deficit of $1 billion, right? You've not allocated. He needs 700 billion for development, according to this budget estimates.
And I want to stop you there and get back to Kiprono, right? So when Kiprono goes to Parliament,
Yes.
and Ruto is narrating that story to her.
Yes.
That, look, Kip, we have a problem. What do you want Kiprono to do? To say no, and then that's the thing. That's the thing, and that's why I think this is the problem where we are coming from. So the president is trapped, and then when we go back to communication, now how does Ruto communicate that to the people?
That's why I started by saying,
Okay.
there is little to zero to communicate. I feel the incapacity of people who should be communicating for the sake of government.
Okay.
They have literally nothing to say. All they are trying not to say is to throw in the towel and say, we can't do it.
They are within the 80 billion. They're
Yes.
supposed to get something
Yes.
from the 80. You really want to say something?
Well, to be honest,
Okay.
I understand when Simi has said about trust. I understand it's a fact.
Okay.
But communication plays a big role. How? The art of communication is the language of leadership.
Okay.
For example, look at the Cabinet Secretary for Health, Duale.
Duale.
How he was nonchalant about whatever he was being told. It's
Yes.
like the Ebola thing is being said, so you do whatever you want to do.
We are
That
not
is
going to-
communication.
He was really fighting with the
That is communication. You see, that is just basically communication. The nonchalance, like, yes, you've approved. So,
Actually, people were saying that we were talking about his arrogance.
yes, that is
on
not
that show.
communication. That arrogance. How do you know someone is arrogant? Communication. And you are very right about the fiscal deficit, the fiscal deficit that we have. And in my estimate, it's about 1.1 trillion. So it is the way you package the information to people. Communication plays a big role. Don't underestimate. It looks like
The reason
something.
why they can't say that,
Yeah.
and the reason why Duale has to be arrogant, is because he wants people to focus on his arrogance than on the big problem. Because Duale is the creator of this fiscal problem.
Now, what about the issue, the matatu issue, the fuel prices and matatu issues? Like all the CSs looked like they were not aware, because the guy was like, no, we did not agree on that. So you just imagine it's like being thrown an egg on your face. You're like, oh, okay. I'm sure they were given a speech to read and then they thought all is well. But somehow the common Kenyan has grown bolder. Something about them. They are now more bold. When the cabinet secretary Chirchir and the other one, they were seated and this guy came and said, no, we did not agree on that. The strike is still on.
Yeah.
What is that communication problem?
Kiprono, you will remember that in all your life in this country, you have never seen diesel go up with 40 shillings in one instance. Bah!
I agree completely. So it's communication.
And for the very first time, diesel went to be
46.
more expensive than petrol. 70% of this country runs on diesel. Heavy machinery, long distance trucks, everything. Even manufacturing companies. So when you increase for the price of fuel, that's when you can now get some revenue, some taxes. Because what the thing that is causing our fuel to be more expensive than our neighbors is that 74% of the price of fuel on diesel, to be exact, is taxes. And now the president Heri Mumuwe lakini hawezi rudisha hiyo chini.
But then you see now. So when you go to parliament, what are you going to do? Because there is an illegality here, and that you cannot go.
I'm just explaining why they had to increase the price of fuel.
Okay.
It's because I told you, 30th of June is how many days? Today is 25 days.
Today is 6, yes.
These guys need to raise 300 billion to cover their deficit to reach 800 billion to pay debt. So the most they can raise in terms of taxes is 500. Where do they get the 300? They had to come and milk us more on fuel to look for the 300, which they will not get. When they fail to get the 300, they will securitize what they have. To securitize is to use it as security to obtain another loan to pay the maturing one.
Okay, so then what do you tell Parliament? You are in a group with parliamentarians. What do you tell them?
As a president?
No. Well, yes. No, not as a president. Because they're about to vote on illegalities.
I am telling them they are entrenching illegality.
Yeah, but what should they do?
The reason why, what I tell them is that this debt, most of it is illegal.
Okay.
How we borrowed it. And there is a way we committed the original sin. That's why I was telling you, Aden Duale is drawing attention to the wrong things. The problem we have is not his arrogance. The problem we have is he aided in amending the law in 2014 that gave birth to illegal borrowing in the country.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about amendment to the Public Finance Management Act.
Okay.
Which said that every borrowed money, it's a revenue, it should be deposited in the consolidated fund. So, and the consolidated fund is usually audited by the Auditor General, and every transaction done on it must be approved by control of budget. So when you put money in the consolidated fund, they have limited control of it. So at the time, they didn't see debt as a problem. It had not become a problem because we were collecting revenue of 2 trillion and we had a debt of 1.8 trillion. So we had breathing space. The revenue was more than the debt. But now, that amendment of that law brought about wanton borrowing. You remember when Raila used to make a lot of noise about government borrowing every day. But the people didn't see it as a big problem at the time. But it has caught up with us today. The amendment bill was brought by the then majority leader, Aden Duale, seconded by the then minority leader, John Mbadi, who happens to be the Treasury CS today. The first loan they took after the amendment of that bill was the Eurobond, which half of it did not come here, which President Ruto went to all TV stations at the time as a deputy president to defend the government that no money has been lost. So that original sin has piled up over time because they have done illegal borrowing by passing the consolidated fund up to where we are. So he has no breathing space. And he can't admit that we have this problem because admitting means that he's now pleading guilty to the charges. So the biggest job you're going to have as a member of parliament is to deal with the illegal debt, which is going to...
Do you know if other MPs are actually in knowledge about this illegal debt and some of the things that they have to do? Because if you talk to the MPs, did you know that it is such a big problem that you as an MP would have to face? Were you aware of it?
Absolutely, because some of these favors, if you make some proposals, some of them will fight it because it benefits them. Because if I was voted in as the member of parliament, one of the things that I would propose is this: cutting down on expenditure, because the only logical thing when you have a lot of debt is cut down on expenditure. And one of them is this: why get sitting allowance for a job you're getting a salary for? Make it make sense. You paid a sitting allowance and you're getting a salary for the same job. Secondly, it's only in Africa or Kenya whereby we have a committee that investigates another committee that was set to investigate something that was wrong. Those are the things we should cut down on. If we can discuss something in the office, why do we need to travel to China or Malaysia for benchmarking?
Yeah, currently they're doing a lot of rounds. They have gone to the I think NYPD. They have gone to
What for?
Metropolitan. I don't know what.
If we're trying to cut down on costs, why are we making all these trips? Why do you go to Mombasa for days, all that? Why can't we just discuss it in the office if truly we want to cut down on expenditure?
Prioritization.
Yeah.
Yes, it's about being like joining hands together, not standing as one person, but joining hands together and stop being selfish. So for the first time in a trillion years, Africa can actually be among the superpowers, because coming to think of it, just imagine, and I have to bring this here because it kind of alienates with this. America cares so much about its citizens, so much so that they have to set a facility here. It's like our lives don't matter.
Yeah.
You know how, like, make it make sense. You're just like, really? Are we that less of a human? Like, is that our continent that small or something like that? It has a lot to do with the leadership.
You have a problem with the Ebola Center?
Because if American lives matter, why doesn't the African life matter? Are we lesser human beings? Is there something with the black race? Because, to be honest, even some countries in Africa don't want to be associated with Africa.
They are saying they're donating the lab to us.
Why? Why can't they put it in one of their states?
Do we need it? Did we tell them?
Did we ask? Where did we sign a petition? Did we ask?
So they are defending themselves by throwing the ball to Uhuru Kenyatta. By saying that it's
Uhuru Kenyatta, 2 people to Liberia.
Who is him who signed.
And also America has made mistakes with other presidents in the past. So should they say their former president signed some petition so that they're going to agree about it? It's about stopping the blame game and facing the thing head on. We also matter. Our lives matter. Because honestly, we can't contain common ordinary malaria.
What is your problem with the lab, Kiprono?
My problem is simple. We can't even contain malnutrition. I'm telling you, Israel is 60% desert, but they can sustain themselves. We have fertile soils, yet we borrow to eat. Not talk of common ordinary malaria.
We borrow to eat.
To eat. And yet Israel is a desert and it sustains itself.
I'm not borrowing to eat.
We borrow to eat malnutrition.
Just because you are not
and
borrowing.
then you'll get someone telling you, and then this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
You'll get someone telling you, no, you know, you have to go to Israel and get their soil for protection.
Yeah.
Why do they have the Mossad? Why do they have the army? Why do they have, like, the drones and everything if they're really that protected? It is time for the black person to just get out of that cocoon they're in and realize that we have to just stand on our own. We cannot even handle malnutrition. Kwashoko. Jiggers, common jiggers.
Jiggers.
And you're talking about Ebola.
But
unless God comes down himself and protects us, we are finished.
They're building the lab for us. That's what they said.
Why can't it be put in America? Why us? Why did Burkina, is it not Burkina Faso, this West African country? Why did they refuse it? In fact, I don't know if it's credible news, so I'm saying allegedly. Allegedly, the president of Uganda was like, no, bring it here. So it's like a competition. No, give it to me. We can set it here. It's like a competition.
Every president is sworn in to protect life of the people and their property. It looks like President Ruto is doing the opposite. Because now, if one Kenyan dies of Ebola, who do we ask? If not him. Because the Americans, Marco Rubio, said their priority number 1 is to protect the Americans. And they will protect them by making sure that Americans suspected of having been infected of the disease must not set foot in America. So they have to look elsewhere. Unfortunately, we have become the elsewhere for the US. So we are not doing anything to actually protect our own people. And that's the problem. I wonder what is the motivation behind that. I saw President Ruto saying that we are going to be inhuman if we deny Donald Trump a chance, you can imagine, that is the statement the president said.
What did he say?
That it will be inhuman to deny Donald Trump a chance to set up the facility here.
To deny him or to deny the sick Americans? Why don't you be honest?
So he must invoke the powerful name. So it's up for us who are now seeking leadership. The job is so hard and so big. We are not actually going to enjoy being in government. We are going to fold our sleeves, wear gumboots, and get to work. Otherwise, we are on a very high speed in a wrong direction. We have to take it back on track. If we fail to do that, our presidents will be, our children will be wondering, where were we when things were going south? So,
can we go back to the issue of the cartel in Nairobi City?
Yes.
Because there are so many things. I didn't hear what you said about Sakaja, whether he was not going to be able to rule this county properly. But it looks, there is a time that Ruto actually talked about Mambo ni Matatu. You remember? I don't know if we have that video, but I don't think we have that video, but you can look for it. There is a time Ruto spoke very categorically about the issue of Nairobi City. He was talking about the cartels. And a lot of people of the internet are always telling me that I should not be invoking the name of Alai. But Alai is a gentleman that I've spoken with about Nairobi City and keep saying a lot of good things about Nairobi City. There is a time, but before that, I want us to listen to Sakaja and Jeff on urban city planning. Before he became a governor, he spoke so well about what he was going to do. I don't know, do we have that video? Yeah. I hope we can hear too.
I'll give an example. I was with my colleague, the mayor of Paris in Nairobi. She came here, and I took her to one of our developments in Pangani. And she said, how much is your budget? And I told her around 33 to 40 billion Kenya shillings. She kept quiet for a while, converted it. Then asked me, how many people do you have? I said, 7 million people. And she's like, how do you do it? So I asked her, how much is yours? Paris has 2 million people. Her budget is equivalent of 1.5 trillion shillings. So we want that lifestyle without paying what needs to be paid today as a city. I think we must also look at our responsibility as Nairobians.
So why don't you enforce that, Gov? You're in charge. Why enforce that?
There's some regulations that we're waiting for on the National Rating Act that was passed in 2024 and got into effect in 2025. Because I can auction you, I can collect rent on your behalf, but the regulations are needed, so people went to court. And that's why we're engaging with the minister. You see, now I have a platform every 2 weeks to sit down with that PS and say, where are the regulations? Or use these draft regulations. There is no quick fix for this city, Jeff. It is not possible. There's no quick fix. I'll give an example. I was with my colleague, the mayor of Paris.
Yeah, so that is what Sakaja used to speak really well about Nairobi and tell things. But I spoke with Alai. We spoke with Alai on urban planning, and I thought that Alai was telling me some crazy things about Nairobi. He was telling me that his area Kileleshwa is being manned by about 50 police officers, all the way from end to end, and he doesn't have, and the police there does not have any vehicle. So if somebody is suffering, the police has no vehicle to go and help. And he was telling me that I think that police, the idea of having 50 people was about 30 years ago. So nobody has sat down today and realized that in my own Kileleshwa, where we never had any apartment rising to third floor, is now having Chinese building. So he was telling me that the Chinese would go and speak to one Indian who is living with 2 children. And tell them that, look, we are going to buy this land for 500 million. And the family will say, look, we will give you the land. And the Chinese will buy that land. Then the next thing you are seeing is that these people who are planning the city have approved a building that is going to carry 300 households, 300 or 1,000. That is just a house. Now you get the people that are going to be in that household. And Alai was telling me that the average, number of people in a family in Nairobi is about 5. So you get one person with the 2 children, and then you get 1,000 apartments.
Households.
Right? And Alai was telling me that the last one, where he actually started fighting with those people, is that even the road going to that lady's home, Amwezi Pitana, But the Chinese wanted to build 400 apartments on that same land with the same infrastructure, the same road, the same sewer line, the same electricity, the same everything. All that road. So if you get out of that road and you get there, then you get a jam. And you can imagine now 400 people are coming there. How it's going to look like. So there is a time I spoke with a lie. I think let's play that video, lie talking about urban planning. I don't know if you have it. There are two videos, a lie on cartels and then a lie on city planning. Angekuwa na tattoo ya
these guys would be demonstrating on the street. It is very unfortunate. Juzi, I was being crucified for a thing which I never did. Some people, some conmen called chiefs, went and tied themselves with bandages. Wakaapia kwa media. Wakatafuta media hizi za Wamunyoro, ji wapi na wapi. Wakaenda wakasema sasa, and the whole cartel, the four of them are from Wamunyoro supporters. And they went and tied themselves with bandages. Wakasema kwamba alaya ameni assault. When the video came out and when I gave the explanation, people were asking, even the DCI was asking what was being said. Si alai alienda hapo akapiga risasi akachoma watu akapiga watu. Asema, what are you guys talking about? There were so many people there. There were police officers in that incident. I found police officers there. If I did something wrong, I would have been arrested there and then. Then I said, I regret now not arresting those chiefs and putting them in a pickup and taking them to a police station. Because
there is the other one. You can play the other one? Yes. A friend lied that he should avoid cartels in Nairobi. we need him. What do you say to those people that
how do you avoid cartels in Nairobi when the whole of Nairobi is full of cartels? In fact, these are a country of cartels. That even your relatives and friends, when they see you get a job, they think you should be one of the cartels.
Is that so?
Yeah, because in the Kenyan, in a corrupt country like Kenya, where greed is sometimes the overriding interest, the overriding factor in some of the issues, it is very common to find cartels. Almost. You saw the president in the County Assembly of Nairobi talking about cartels. He's saying, kama kuna kitu, lazima tupigane na ni cartels. And he talked about if the head of state is talking about cartels, imagine somebody. The lowest in the 6 elective seats in the Kenyan political system, the MCA is the smallest in touch with the grassroots.
Mr. Joachim, do you think that because now it looks like why do you think the gentleman has been arrested? What is going on? Is Ruto already doing what he said? He promised that we are going to deal with cartels. Yes.
Cartels don't deal with cartels.
No. You see now.
You people, the reason why you will never get anything right is to entrust a mosquito with the mandate to fight malaria.
No.
It can never work, Bwana.
Okay, so then explain to me what
this is one of the theatrics I'm telling you about. The other day we were here talking about MD Josang. So they were arrested with glaring cameras. Where did the case go? Do we still have it? The money that was recovered in Analo's home, do you know where it is today? Is it in police waiting to be used as exhibit? Is it? So how do you proceed with a case where exhibit is not there?
No, the government said that they have got 65 million in cash.
Is it in police custody?
I mean, that's where it would be, Mr. Simi. Where would it be?
Bwana, this is Kenya, Bwana. How would 65 million sit in police custody? 65 million in police custody. I don't know what miracle will happen for Analo to be found guilty of anything.
By the way, Analo is being charged with the South Sea collapse of a building.
Yes.
They're saying that they're the ones who actually approved that building. Kinyume cha sheria. So that is the main reason why.
If they approved that building kinyume cha sheria, they must have approved so many others.
Yes.
So is the charge about illegal approval
of the South Sea
buildings?
Yeah.
Or being found with questionable money? What informed the police to raid his home?
Can I ask you the same question?
Because for police to raid your home, they must have done some investigations.
Exactly. And that, which
you
is
are
a good
person
thing.
of interest.
Yes.
So did that happen?
Yes. But they investigated and they realized that this guy is having money in his boot and in his home.
Let me tell you what will happen. This case will collapse the way the MD Josang collapsed.
No, but you are deflecting. I am asking you. So let me ask you a straight question. Why did they do it? Why was he arrested? Because was he arrested by EACC?
No, DCI.
DCI. Why was he arrested?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking. They must have suspected him and done some investigation and found him to be a person of interest.
What does that mean?
Having been implicated in these dubious deals.
Okay.
Because according to the records that I have, it is said that questionable amounts of money have been entering his account. Is it since 2016 or 17? That's a long time. That's a long time. And you need to actually establish that the money they found in his house was actually his. He can say he didn't, that's not his money. He's never had such money in his house. So it becomes the government's job to prove that that money is actually his. So it's not an easy case. And that's how cartelism works. Take advantage of the legal gaps within the law to survive. Establish a relationship with the law enforcement.
But Kibruno, I don't know whether Joachim is trying to answer my question. I'm very frustrated.
It depends with perspective. It depends with someone and how
what
they
I am
see
asking
things.
him is, why did the government decide to arrest the gentleman at this time? Do you know?
I can give my opinion,
Yes.
and that is, the government has to be seen like it's working. Why am I saying that? I don't know about you, but way back in time, if you traveled from Mombasa to Nairobi,
They're telling me
using
to push this closer
oh
to
yeah,
you.
using a
You can just
matatu,
push it closer to you.
using a matatu, the chances of you being stopped by a policeman, what are the odds that you are being stopped by a policeman? Like if you travel with a matatu from Mombasa to Nairobi, would a policeman stop the matatu and start investigating what is in the matatu? More often than not, like it doesn't happen. So how comes you just bump into news that Bang has been caught over 3 million shillings? It is because we need someone as a scapegoat. So the police have to be seen that they're working. So among the cartel, someone has to take one for the team to be the scapegoat. Because what are the odds that this bus has Bang and this one does not have Bang? And how do the police know that this particular one has Bang? It is a matter of just the smoke screen. And in relation to what you were asking, no one can challenge the status quo. People who have tried have always been finished by the system. And that's why we have what we call the system. It's not even in Kenya alone, all over the world. For example, places like Burkina Faso, and that is why Russia came in to protect the current president. It's because when he came, he tried to challenge the status quo, pushing the French away and all that. You cannot challenge the status quo. It's like a snake with many heads. You cut this one, another one emerges. You cut this one, another one emerges. And weirdly enough, it's an African thing. An African man cares about himself only. It's greed.
Another way of seeing it, what is the political affiliation of Analo as far as the gubernatorial race in Nairobi is concerned? Analo works for who?
For Sakaja.
Who is he affiliated to?
Sakaja.
Really?
Analo.
Yes.
I don't know who is. No, you see, now I'm asking you a question that you should have responded to properly. Now you're getting it.
So,
the scapegoats.
For you to understand the case, you need to look at so many angles. His political affiliation could also inform such kind of actions.
And who is benefiting also?
So when Analo goes down, who benefits? Is he really a cartel? Analo works as who?
He's a boss at the city planning.
He's a boss at city planning. So he was appointed by Sakaja.
Yes. And the other day, that is why the other day I was asking if 65 million is being found in Analo's home, how much is in Sakaja's bedroom? That's what I asked yesterday. How much?
You definitely won't find it because their proxies, they're not
Layers
that dumb
and
enough. They
layers
use
and
proxies,
layers.
they'll
Analo
never
is
use
a
their
dumb one.
name. Like if you have cash in
Analo
your
is
house,
a dumb one.
perhaps it was planted. You
The other
can't just put
day,
it in your house.
some money was found in Governor Matangi's home.
Okay.
How much was it? 12 million. Where did the case go? Is Analo the first one to be found with money in his home?
Even the Sang was found with a lot
Yes,
of money.
MD Joe sang 500 million. Where did it go?
What about Akinyi?
Yes.
The woman who was caught with the drug case. Her case was thrown away.
Yes, the lady who was found with a scandal of 6.5 billion, edible oil scandal. Where did it go? So if we are talking about cartels, do we have one successful case in all these attempts of dealing with cartels? So is even the fight genuine? Because I started by telling you, mosquitoes don't fight malaria. They spread it.
But another way of looking at it is this: it's dangerous again going against these cartels because you don't know how rooted they are. You don't know to where the limits, because they won't show themselves. Now, if you stand and you're the one with integrity, you don't know even who you're fighting.
So why
you
are
don't know
you
who you're
looking?
fighting.
Why do you want to become the governor of Nairobi if you can't fight the cartels?
No.
Because we're being logical. We live in an idealistic world.
Is your intention fighting cartels? That's the first question. If your intention is fighting cartels, that we can have a discussion. But if your intention is to take advantage of the system to enrich yourself, why fight cartels? They are the pipes through which you feed yourself. So, today when you say we don't want matatus in Nairobi, we want them very far away. You go.
Yeah.
What happens? The matatu people do what? They take advantage of our tribal politics. They say, no. It's not about matatus. You people, it's Kikuyus who are being fought. So it becomes, it no longer a matatu issue and order in the city. It now becomes an issue of tribalism. So the person, as a governor who wanted to bring order, you start defending yourself. I say, no, si ukabila, ninataka tu order. The cartel, the survival of any cartel or syndicate is to take advantage of the root of the system. We have tribalism, we have corruption, we have nepotism. Who fronted Analo's name to be appointed as head of planning? That's how far you should go. Because how did Sakaja know Analo? What's their history? Because if we are now to establish truths, we have to go back like 4 years and establish how has Analo been behaving all that time. What has been his relationship to Sakaja? Under what circumstances was his appointment? At the time of approval, he building ilianguka lini?
I think it was last year or the beginning of this year.
Yeah, at the beginning of this year. So how long does investigations get? You need to check building ilijengwa lini.
So
who are the people that planning?
Okay, because a lot of people are shouting at you on the town hall that we should look for why this guy is being charged for, right?
Yes.
Because the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, ODPP, approved prosecution against Analo and dozens of others regarding the January 2, 2026 collapse of Manzil Towers in South Sea, which killed 2 people. So they are being charged with abuse of office under the Penal Code, neglect of official duty, manslaughter. Okay. Separately, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission is actively investigating for several financial and economic crimes, possession of unexplained assets disproportionate to his legitimate income, bribery and conflict of interest involving irregular construction approvals, money laundering and dealing with proceeds of crime. Okay, So following his arrest, Analo and his spouse were freed on a 500,000 and Kenya shillings 100,000 cash bail respectively. Governor Sakaja has officially suspended Analo from his county duties.
Yes.
And blocked his access to all City Hall systems while the case proceeds. All right? So I don't know why people are making noise about this case, because I don't think it steers so far away.
Yeah, with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they want me to say word by word the report of the ODPP. See, I'm not a police officer.
Yeah.
What I am saying is the issue with the building. It happened in January. All right?
Yeah.
So this is
mid-year.
yes. So it took them 6 months to figure out that it's Analo. So Analo was so dumb, he knows that he's the one being investigated, but still keeps 65 million in his house. Ama he didn't expect that it will happen that way.
But we are not also being told by the EACC how much. Ama, this is just in the court papers. Possession of unexplained assets disproportionate to his legitimate income. But this is an investigation going on, so he has not been charged with this. Right? Yeah.
Direct of prosecution. If it's direct of prosecution.
No, the prosecution. The prosecution is, there are two cases going
manslaughter.
on. There is EACC corruption and wealth investigation, which is going on, and I don't think he's in court because of that. He's in court because of abuse of office under the Penal Code, neglect of official duty, and manslaughter. The question I'm wondering is, why is it that as the ODPP takes him to court, EACC is also raiding him?
So who raided him? Is it EACC or ODPP?
I believe it is EACC. I believe it is EACC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my hope is that should be a genuine attempt at fighting cartels. But because of the experience we've had in this country, there is this lady who is called, who recently wanted to be Director General of Kenya County Workers Union. She used to be a CEC, and was it under Sonko? She was also captured in manner like this. She was found with some money that was questionable, and she was let go. Do you know who she works for?
No.
She's an advisor to the president.
Which one?
The president. How many presidents do we have?
Who? Because the president has 21 advisors.
Yes. She's called Kangogo. Somebody, Veska. Is it Veska?
So you think that she's advising the president?
No, she's an advisor actually.
To the president?
Yes.
On what?
I don't know, but check the advisors of president.
There are many, there are 21.
Yes, Veska Kangogo is part of them. She was also a CEC in Nairobi at some time.
But honestly, I don't think that they advise the president. The advisors don't advise the president.
But for you to be called an advisor to the president, what does that take?
You tell me.
It means that you need proximity to power to be an advisor to the president.
Yeah.
I mentioned the lady who was involved in a 6.5 billion edible oil scandal. Where is she today?
Where is she?
She's working in one of the embassies of Kenya.
But isn't that the communication? Because do you communicate by actions? Is that communication in action?
I have a different opinion, and that is because the art of politics is to know how to use what we call smoke screens.
Okay.
Not everything is as it seems.
Yes.
And about what we're talking about, to be really honest, sometimes it's not these people on the seat who are at fault, and I'm saying some people, because you have to know the real decision makers. Just because someone is sitting on the seat does not mean that they're the real decision makers. There are people who are pulling strings behind the scenes, not the real cartel, the real deep state behind the scenes. Now you're taking the fall, you're taking the responsibility, but you can't fight them because perhaps they aided in putting you there. So you have to play by their tunes. And that is why it's really hard to fight the cartels and all that. But the art of politics is understanding that things are not as they seem. And if you see something, try to see the shadow of it, to see the truth. Because, for example, How do you just get me with 65 million in my house? I mean, I have to be smarter than that. It means it's either a setup, it's deliberate, and I can't remember who said, but it's one of the US presidents who once said that in politics, nothing is a coincidence. Someone said that, it's a US, I can't remember who. I think it's Benjamin Franklin who said that in politics you have to understand nothing is a coincidence, everything is deliberate. And it is because we believe what we see, but look beyond the smoke screen. You have to look beyond the smoke screen.
You are also headed to the parliament, which has a lot of cartels. I wonder, are you strong enough to deal with them? Because we want to talk about also women in politics. We started it, but we are going to come back to it because I think that is a very important conversation to have. Have you ever thought about the fact that, okay, somebody at one point when I become a politician is going to approach me with 50 million to pass something that is very illegal? Have you thought about it? Ama you'll think about it?
Absolutely. What I mentioned, the Lucifer effect. But now it entirely depends, and I won't lie that I'll be someone who is angelic and all that, but until that opportunity presents itself, you can never know. And that is why we say, don't ever think that you are beyond some things, because until you have money to fund your temptations, never think you're better than the others. You'll only know of your morality when you have that money.
That's why
I can't speak about it and say that I'll be different, I'll be this. Until I have that money is when I'll really know if I have character, I have integrity and all that. Until you have money to fund your temptations, never ever speak about morality. Don't.
If you are
so much is hidden in poverty.
If you are the only good person in parliament, there is little to nothing you can do. What can you do? You table an impeachment motion. According to I saw Hamisi saying he wants to impeach the president. Okay, when you bring that motion, who receives it?
Tell us.
It's the House Business Committee. Who chairs the House Business Committee? The Speaker of the House. Who is the Speaker of the House?
Wetangula.
Can he receive?
But it could actually be part of the game. It could be part of the game. Sometimes even the protagonist or the government can decide to have someone who can bring a bit of distraction so that it can look like it's not too perfect. You have sometimes to set up some things. Politics is the game of playing some games so that it can look like, because even the one who is tabling that motion knows very well it won't go anywhere. So sometimes it's part of the trickery.
Yeah.
It's just part of the distraction.
It is the same thing as the 7 years.
What do you need to have all members of parliament in your pocket?
Tell me.
You need to tell them the CDF is not touched like the ones we have. So this document, please don't read it, just pass it. Your CDF will not be touched by anyone. That's what they want, to look for money to campaign here and there. And you see, most of these members of parliament, we become members of parliament when we are still poor, struggling here and there. You are living in Umoja.
Umoja was just chilling.
When you become a member of parliament, you are presented with one decision that is wrong, and you will live in Karen.
Yeah.
For a very long time. Another one, and you have generational wealth.
Yeah.
So that's why we cannot entrust the well-being of the country in individuals. Institutions have to be strengthened. That as an institution of EACC, can we trust it? The reason why we are having questions around Analo's case is because can we trust EACC to give us real cases of corruption?
People bash me a lot for going back to a lie on several of these issues, because he's the one who says a lot of things. By the way, if you look at his post, when the gentleman was arrested, he said something very interesting.
What did he say?
This is going nowhere. They will just go and corrupt the EACC officials, and this matter will be withdrawn very fast.
Who is the EACC chair?
I've forgotten.
Is it still Martin Ogindo?
No. Oginde.
Yes.
The former
bishop.
The bishop.
Yes.
I think he
spoke so strongly about corruption when he became chair. Does he still speak? Huh? Because when you are ESCC chair, corruption is your employer. So can you speak against your employer?
But he knew that was the employer.
Yes.
So
he thought he will come and bring change. The same way my PLO had a very hard time at ESCC. You remember? Yes. How long did he last? When he got out of it, what did he say? That Kenya is a very dangerous country.
Who said that? PLO. I knew it was going to be a joke. So, Robert Ali is saying, how many times have we told you about Patrick Analo and his gang at the Urban Planning Department? The biggest threat to Nairobi as it is today is the current lot at Urban Planning. All directors and senior managers should have been arrested and charged. He completes that sentence by saying, this case will be bungled by the greedy few at EACC.
Yes. It will not go anywhere, Bwana. If it goes any further than it is already, call me on this podcast and apologize to people of the internet. I told you if MD Joe Sang is going to be jailed or anything beyond what happened on camera, call me here to apologize. Did it happen? They gazetted the police where he was sleeping that day, where he slept. The money went missing. The case just collapsed.
And Robert Ali says that this is 65 million found is from a single day's loot. A single day?
Yes. What did Nani say?
Who?
Mike Sonko.
What did he say?
He ran to the president and said, I'm being given 50 million daily.
Okay.
50 million. So these people are very bad. They will destroy the city. So come tomorrow and tell me very well these issues. When he went
the president told him, come tomorrow. Who is the president? Uhuru Kenyatta.
When he went the following day, the people who usually give him 50 million were sitting in the lobby waiting for the president. Sasa wewe umekuja sana. Wewe hujui biashara bwana.
Hizi tunakutibu na wewe
unaenda unasema. Wewe sasa itabidi uache hii kazi. Nairobi is the revenue leaks we get in Nairobi is so big. That's why for you to be a successful governor in Nairobi, you need to be in good terms with the president. And the president must have a zero tolerance policy against corruption. Even if you are a good governor in Nairobi and the president tolerates corruption, there is nothing you can do. That's nothing. When you, because if we have to bring reform, people must take initiative to be the ones bringing reform. Because how do you bring reform? Reform does not begin at policy level. Reform begins at party primaries. When me and Trophy are going for party nomination in UDA, the people of Moibenj will be the ones deciding who gets to the ballot between me and her. Once you wait and I am on the ballot, you are already late as an ordinary Kenyan. Because you have not taken part in the decision of who among our own people should get to the ballot on the nomination, so that the people make sure that all these parties produce the best to the ballot. So on the ballot is further winnowing to now get the best out of it. But if we are not taking part in nominations and you go to...
Yeah, that is your party UDM.
And you go to the ballot and So what do you do?
By the way, do they have goons in Moiben?
It's a quiet place.
Not at all.
It's a quiet place.
People of the internet, we are going to be
has its own.
taking calls now. I want Mr. Frank to put the number that we are going to be calling on the screen so that they can, start calling. Please, people of the internet, if you can call us through the normal line, we'll really appreciate, because WhatsApp, kidogo inatusumbua. But the people from outside the country, you can always call us on WhatsApp. There are no goons? Angola Msumbiji, hakuna?
There are goons everywhere. It's not independent. Like, it's just like any other place. Everywhere has its own good people and bad people. Yes.
How do the people of Moiben put food on the table? They are farmers?
Oh yeah, Moiben is fertile. Moiben has good roads. It's as flat as they come. You can see the other side. As a matter of fact, land is very expensive in Moiben. A 50 by 100 goes for about 650,000. 50 by 100 plot.
How big is that?
Moiben iko county gani?
Wasingishu Gishu County. You see, people don't even know Moiben.
I'm thinking
They've never heard about
Kericho.
it. No, that's South Rift. Now North Rift, Wasingishu County. Formerly Eldoret East. It was Eldoret East and then it was subdivided, so it's Moiben County.
Okay.
It is fertile. It is flat. As a matter of fact, any person who has come to or has gone to Moiben for the first time can attest to one thing. They always want to settle there. The climate is good. It's not rainy. It's not dry. It's flat.
Kila kitu ni
There's
perfect.
good roads. We have electricity and all that.
Okay.
That's a good place.
Looks like a very good place.
And most of the young people are in Australia, so it's a good place.
No,
most of
that is
Most of the...
no, that is a misconception. There's that
What is he saying?
He's trying to say, he's trying to talk about that notion that most Kalenjis are in Australia. Not all, because Moiben is just one of the counties. We have South Rift, we have North Rift, we have Wasingishu County, we have so many counties.
But you're saying they're not in Australia?
Some are there, but not all of them in Australia are from
But
Moiben
mtu
County.
ananiambia kuna ghorofa mingi sana huko.
In Moiben?
Wamejenga ghorofa.
Yeah, it depends on which
Australian
part of Moiben.
dollar.
Depends which part of Moiben. But one thing that this Moiben is known for is tracts of land. People farm barley, wheat, maize. We have all that.
That's why your land is very expensive.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the amount she said is it goes for 650. Is how big is the land?
100 by 50.
But
Yeah.
how big is that land? Is it an
50 is
acre?
a plot. It's a 50,
Hata eka.
it's a
Eka iko na
plot.
hizo pieces 8.
What?
It's a plot. And I'm not talking about closer to the shopping center. I'm talking about a bit interior. Now, closer to the shopping center is a bit different because it is flat. We have something called Sergoit Hills where there are a bit of giraffes and you know what, and there's a polo club being built there. So Moiben is actually a very nice place to invest.
Okay. Let me read the people's comment. I don't know whether my phone is working. Sometimes this phone does not work. I don't know what is going on. Dinaniangalia tu, but okay. So people have been fighting on the town hall. Somebody is saying Sifuna is a con man. Umeona?
Nimeona.
Hey,
But this guy,
which guy?
I have seen him several times.
2.0.
Yes. I don't even know if it's a human being.
Yeah.
Because he's always here. And another one today, I've not seen him.
Which one?
Is it? There is a friend I usually have here. It's called Annie Samu.
Yes, Annie ni NIS. Annie ni NIS. Sifuna is a con man. Kazi ni kusema mimi ndio Sifuna.
Alafu Martha Opondo Akelo is not here today.
Yeah, Martha is not here today.
Yeah, anakujanga kutukana tu mimi kijana.
No, Nasemanga, you have no understanding of the public debt at all. Okay.
As if she does.
As if she does.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mr. Evans is saying ESCC is a toothless dog. They just want to yap with no tangible action. Oginda went mute. This institution has been tried and tested with PLO with his karate theatrics. Aliacha peke yake. Okay. All right. How come 2.0 is also saying how comes the ever mouthy former SG of ODM is always quiet when it comes to matters Nairobi? When the building is South Sea went down, he was conveniently mum. Again, this time he's quiet. It is interesting.
What's the work of a senator once again?
The work of a senator?
Yes.
Is it not to oversight the governor?
What does that mean?
Yeah. Everything county. They oversight everything county.
Okay.
Yeah, so if a building, I don't know why you are.
Because I want to be senator, I want to really, so that tomorrow I should not be the one they are talking about like this. So we want to be on the same page.
Yes.
That as senator, where are your demarcations in your discharge of duty?
I'm imagining that if you're the senator of Nairobi County and a huge house falls down and buries people in South Sea.
Yes, that's a concern.
That's a concern. You have to ask.
So what do you do?
You
call them before Senate?
Before the Senate, yes.
Did he do it?
I don't know.
Among all the 47 governors of Kenya, who has appeared before parliament committees more than the other?
Is it Sakaja?
Yes.
Who is calling him?
I'm sure the senator is making that happen. Because how did we know that the head of disaster management in Nairobi is a theologian? He's a graduate of theology.
He was the chaplain at City Hall. Huh? I don't know. I mean,
no, I'm not defending him. I'm just trying to understand what is the work of a senator.
I think Kiprono. I think he should be doing a lot.
A senator oversees the county government. That is part of their also legislating policies that serve
the people of the county.
But majorly the ones that deal with the constituency, it's parliament. Parliament has more powers compared to the Senate.
What do the county ward representatives do?
County ward representatives?
Yeah, because South Sea has an MCA, right? We are MCA. What is his job in the county government of Nairobi?
To speak about the issues.
Yeah, to address the issues of South Sea.
Yeah.
Do we hear him do it?
Can we hear the caller?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Mr. Jagero, good evening.
Hello?
Hello? Yes, Mr. Jagero, good evening.
I can't hear him. I'm not sure whether we are connected.
Hello, Jagero. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, lakini kwa umbali sana, ndugu.
No, I'm very clear. I'm supposed to be very clear.
Jamaa ameweka mali.
Hello? Unanisikia? No. Unanisikia, Jagero?
Sound.
Jagero.
Yes, nakusikia. Inakuja kidogo, don't make it too loud. Yeah,
first of all, I want to...
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, first of all, yesterday I felt like you profiled me.
Yeah?
I felt like ulimi associate na Wamunyoro. I'm not Wamunyoro at all because I know his script. I know the script he's playing. For me, I can't play his ball.
Welcome to Safina.
I wanted to clear that one first. Yes.
Oh, but
no,
who said that? Who said that you belong to Wamunyoro?
The way you talk, for me, I sent you the clips and you saw about the Wajir, right?
Yeah, are you accusing me of accusing you to be in Wamunyoro's camp?
Listen.
Yes.
No. It's like now if I hear you are Odor Jagero and I profile you like you are Raila. And it really says you are not Raila. You understand?
Oh, okay. But so you think that I profile you as Wamunyoro?
Exactly. According to your statement. Yesterday.
Which statement did I make?
There is something you said, I can't get it clearly, but there is something that it's like directed in that way. But not in a bad way,
Oh, very good. Now we are in the same...
If you hear someone's name, it's natural. In Kenya, no, I don't blame you, but I want to make it clear.
Okay, that is good.
And I know the script of Wamunyoro, and I can't buy that one.
Okay, what do you have to say about today's topic?
Yeah, about today's topic is that I think we should know everyone's jurisdiction. Ali is an MCA.
Okay.
And being an MCA, he should know his role. He should know his role. He should know the procedure to follow in his role. What I would like to ask is, has he tabled any motion in assembly to show that this is what you have to produce receipts? that we are supposed to oversight planning according to Article 185. He should read Article 185, especially 3 and 4, and understand that the procedure of oversight and the procedure of oversight in planning and oversight in resources from the county government, the one the county government collects. Because now you see, like, and I hear people they are castigating. Oh, Sifuna is not talking. Sifuna talking doesn't mean anything. Sifuna is supposed to oversight the money that is coming from the central government, from the national government, and he does that one through CAP, CPAC. You understand?
Okay.
And I've already seen him several times. In fact, even he questioned about the I don't know, the qualification of some people in MCA, and it was not his job. In fact, that job is supposed to be done by MCAs, because MCA, they're the one who vet the CECs. So the CECs, they're the one who are supposed to ask that question. But Sifuna went to an extent and asked that one in Senate. You get my point?
Okay.
So for me, when I come and castigate this one on social media, is this the right platform? At least he should be coming and saying, I tabled this motion on this date, I tabled this motion on this date, the people they did not follow, and now you see, I'm vindicated. But talking that one on it, what does it help?
Can I ask you a question?
Do our leaders really know their roles?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
If there is a meeting of two chiefs on a holiday trying to decide whether a 400 apartment house is supposed to be built on a place that was holding a single family, what, as a lie who is coming from that ward and is the direct representative of that ward, what should he do? He should wait for his time at the county assembly and not ask these people what they're doing?
Now that one, he should make like a public participation. He could collect the people of that area, make like a public participation, come with the minutes, take it to the parliament, table it, and let it be discussed at the parliament, and say that people from my region in Kileleshwa, they say that according to the planning, these houses are supposed to be on this way, but now there are people who are investors, they're coming with big money, and they're putting like this. Let him try to push in that way.
All right.
But don't play to the gallery on social media. Take it to the place that it is supposed to be taken. Let it be on Hansard. Can we see it on Hansard that this guy, he tabled this statement, this motion, and this is where it reached.
All right, thank you.
I support that.
You support that? There's another caller on the line, but do you want to say something before they say, hello? How are you doing?
Yes, hello?
Yeah, I want you to hold so that, Joachim can talk to the other... about what the other one, the other callers just said. Do you hold, please? One minute.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
I think that guy is raising a very important issue.
Yeah.
That it's MCS that vet CECs.
Okay.
So when we have an unqualified CEC,
okay,
it means that the people who vetted him approved a person who is not fit for the job.
Okay.
So who is, when you come here on the podcast and say there is cartels or people in county government are not doing their job, then as an MCA you should tell us what have you done in your own capacity as a person. Because he's saying, do we have anywhere where you have attempted to, anything you have done?
I think when I was talking to Alai, there was a lot of saying that nobody listens, nobody cares at the county assembly.
No.
And so...
You should say, I have this bill.
Okay.
They didn't listen. I have this other one. I have this other one. Who is that doesn't care?
Okay.
So when you have a CEC being vetted, what's the process? Where did it go wrong? Yes, so that before we end up with this name in the Senate committee, it didn't start from there, because the governor doesn't just call you and say, can you be a CEC? Report tomorrow. No.
Okay, can we listen to the caller?
Yes.
Hello, how are you? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Obunga from Mombasa.
Obunga.
Obunga from Mombasa, interesting. Welcome.
Yes,
what do you think about Mada ya Leo?
First of all, I want to congratulate you, Mr. Jagero, for what I've seen is very something to appraise.
Okay.
Like, try bringing in these upcoming member of parliament, those people who are aspiring. Let them come to the panel. Let us see them. Let us interview them. Let us see what they. You see, we don't want people that you just go to the ballot, say you want to vote, maybe say UDA suit, ODM suit. No, we want to vote people depending on integrity.
ODM suit kaunda.
No, we don't want that. Like today, Madam Kiprono, you see, we'll vote for you according to what you presenting to us. So next time, try searching for these people, scavenging them and bringing them on the show so that we can be able to know what are we doing, what are we going to vote for.
Yes. Tomorrow we're actually bringing all the Gen Zs that want to vie. Tomorrow I'll be bringing them here at Political Headache in the evening at 7:30 to tell us, led by Mr. Adrian.
That's a good.
Yeah, they are all fine. Yes, go ahead, sir.
We have to migrate. We have to migrate from voting from the sloganeering, voting for people because of maybe political parties or sloganeering things. You have to move from that. And then another thing.
Okay.
I want to also touch on this thing about talking about maybe Sifuna not doing his job in the county government of Nairobi.
Okay.
I believe those are just, I think, the lack of a better word, those are haters because what has Sifuna not done right in the county government of Nairobi? The work of a senator is to link the national government with the county government.
Okay.
The work of oversight of the national government is the work of the MCAs. That is common knowledge. Yes. So Sifuna is there to link the national government with the county government. So not someone saying Sifuna has done nothing to the government. Those are just haters and those are people who are just there to maybe destabilize what is uprising in that young man.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah. How long is it gonna? How much is it gonna take for you to? How much are you planning to spend? You're just going to talk to the people?
I can neither deny nor confirm at the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you cannot deny and confirm.
Yes.
But
because I told you earlier on, I'm going against oligarchs. I'm going against people who have been in power before. When it was not Moiben, it was Eldoret East. A two-time member of parliament wants to come back. It's like a kingship thing.
Okay.
Yes.
So they have been.
So it was Eldoret East, and then now it came to the what do we call, the breaking down. Waligawanyisha. So it became Moiben. So earlier on it was Eldoret East. Someone became a two-time member of parliament, but now he wants to run again as a member of parliament for Moiben. It's like a kingship thing. It's like their right to be in parliament.
So what did he do?
Nothing. And that is why.
But she's the one who is saying that Moiben is very developed.
Actually, Moiben, do you know?
Yeah.
We actually got roads during the Huru government. We used to have those matatus face me by force. I don't know if you know them.
Yeah.
You know those matatus that you have to face each other by force?
Yeah.
We used to have those ones until the Huru government came in. Our roads were not developed then. It started during the Uhuru government's time. So just make sense how someone who was in leadership for two terms wants to come back for the third term.
And the incumbent?
Then the incumbents, these are a first term.
Yeah.
And then we have people working in State House. And that is why I told you.
So you're going to be having somebody who is coming for the second time, somebody coming for the third time, and then you coming for the first time.
And then guys working in State House.
They want to come.
They're actually vying, but they're just playing their cards out. They're just waiting.
Yes.
I'm fighting against oligarchs, but I believe that change is here. I don't know, for some reason I just feel change is here. There
is a caller to Salimie. Hello, how are you? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Jagero, how are you?
I'm all right.
My name is David. I know we've interacted before. You and Simiyu have been at your event.
You've called us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, tumesahau kwa sababu M-Pesa tujapata.
No, but I think I'm live. We can continue.
Yes. You're live, yes.
So my observation on Kenyan politics is simple, and I'll relate it to a video that has been circulating. You've seen the video of this CMP, Zahir
Janda.
distributing money to the electorate.
Yeah.
And when you see some of the comments, there are people who are angry at that. But one thing I've learned from our activities. I've helped a friend of mine engage some activities in Homa Bay.
Okay.
And through his foundation. And what I've learned about the Kenyan electorate is treat Kenyans as is, not as you want them to be, as they are. A perfect example is Zahir is a legislator who should be enacting laws, but he can do all those good things if he does not go home, attend funerals, if he does not gonyo, Luo says gonyo, if he does not gonyo Jodala, he will
Yes.
go back home. So all these things that people are saying here, oh, youthful leaders, the new generation and all that thing, the question goes back. That lovely lady in studio and Joachim,
Yes.
when you go to the ground, you'll go with all your good English and everything. But the moment you finish talking, you will be asked, what am I going home with? If you cannot give that person, the electorate, something, 200, 300, they're going to take the other person who is going to give them, no matter what you say.
So then I would say that you don't why are you sticking there? You don't need to run. You just need to go home and say, okay, these people, our ski, they can't be helped. So I shouldn't run. I should throw in the towel and say, okay, if maybe maybe Kiprono and you guys deserve each other.
That's my general conclusion. Kenyans don't deserve what they have. In fact, there's a group of people now, they're not campaigning. They're going to wait for elections in August. They'll wait around May.
Okay.
May they'll come and pour money like crazy, and they'll be on everyone's lips, and they'll be elected.
You are a pessimist.
I'm not a pessimist. I'm a realist.
Joachim is saying that you're a pessimist. Joachim, as he's still on the line, can you explain why you're saying that he's a pessimist?
We have had people who didn't have a lot of money, and they were voted. I have quite a number. John Paul Mwirigi from Meru was voted in when he didn't have money. It's actually, he came with a matatu, 2NK matatu, and he was given his first vehicle with President Uhuru, by President Uhuru. That's the first one. The second one is an MCA in Nakuru,
okay,
who was voted on Safina ticket,
okay,
riding a donkey. He was campaigning on a donkey. The other one is Peter Salasia. Peter Salasia used to do vibarua in the village. He was voted in. So kama wewe...
Sasa, Mr. Joachim, how many MCAs do we have in this country?
I'm just
do we know the number?
Know.
But if you're talking about 0.00001, yeah?
No, I beg to differ. I
Mr.
beg to differ with Simiyu.
Yes.
Because I agree with the caller in the point about someone coming and throwing money, because we've seen it happening so many times.
Yeah.
And people forget so easily. They forget so easily. And yes, what he has mentioned is true, but very isolated cases.
Yes.
Is it a matter of luck? Is it a matter of what? But
it's just a matter of
it's not being a sympathy. Yes, Simiyu is talking about being a pessimist. It's not about being a pessimist, more of a realist.
Yes. And that
so
is,
we should prepare with lots of money.
Not at all.
And that is what I'm asking the gentleman that is calling. If you've realized that these people cannot be helped, why are you still running? So then we must question you, the person running.
The point is this, Mr. Jagero.
Yes.
And I want to correct my brother Joachim.
Okay.
The point is simple. Being elected is not a problem. They will go there. The people you've mentioned, what did they end up being? Hasn't Salasia ended up being just one of the others, giving out money to the rest of the people?
Salasia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we not seeing people at his home every holiday when he's giving them wheat flour, sugar, and all those kind of things? Hasn't he gone back to play into the politics of the people? Listen, this is my point.
Okay.
I consider myself blessed because I've been able to live in countries that systems work. The last time I was with you, we were at Ngong. Remember when you people were at Ngong with Joachim, I see your face. I think you can remember me. Even Jagero, we normally talk. I've been blessed to live in a country where things work.
We will have a place where we see the video when you are calling.
Yeah, but when you come back to Kenya,
Yeah.
I've been also blessed to help a friend run a foundation within this country. And let me tell you for free, when we were putting up a child rescue center in Homa Bay County, the people who were present just told us in Luo, Gonyoa,
Yes.
what the Otigango, like, what are we going home with? These things, that's why I'm telling you, this thing, we talk ideally as politicians when we are seeking votes. We say the good thing. But is that what the electorate wants? I've learned one thing with Kenya.
Okay.
You'd rather attend 100 funerals, give 3,000 shillings to these 100 funerals than be still in Nairobi legislating.
All
You
right,
will
thank
be
you.
elected, re-elected, and so on. I hope I'm not going overboard.
Thank you. The gentleman is raising very interesting questions about our type of leadership. Because, for example, you know, when just around last year, I went online and said that I wanted to be an MP in my area. And a lot of people called me. People were saying, Jagero, what we have done is that Onera is a very big tree next to my father's my grandfather's compound, saying tumekusanyika hapa, we're 12. And everybody's talking about you. And I'm like, natuko wengi. And it's very interesting. And I'm just like, I am not that kind of person that is going to be, so you as Simiu, the reason why you want to be an MP is not really to help your people. And this is I think the people have figured us out. The people that are in leadership. We have figured this guy out that, look, can you reduce the volume a little bit on the speakers, please? We have figured these guys out that they are not going to do anything for us. We have one dispensary since 1976. The same dirt road that goes to our home is the same dirt road. The same place where we buy omena is the same place for the last 25 years. The solar light, what they brought, one has now gone dark, and they have never replaced it. They give bursaries to the people they know. And so this looks very transactional to us. So why don't we be transactional? We say that when you come, obviously we will give you our vote, but what are you giving me? So I am saying, there is a gentleman called, what was his name? I forget his name. It was called Chotbera Akumujakogero. Akumujakogero was a man that used to tell people that, look, I am giving you this money and I'm not coming back. And he won. He was called Akumu Chotber. Chotber means to malizani. Hapa. To Malizane, there is a caller on the line. I want to get his aim and then so this is what used to happen, and people have figured out that let us just go with what we have, and then we forget about you. You can go and squander whatever you want, but at least I got 500. At least I got 1,000. What do you think about that, Joachim?
I think it works against the people more than the leader they are voting for.
Yeah.
Because if you are eating the 100 meant to build the road, then at the end of the day, we feel very bad against these leaders. Then why do we have any expectations if that is the thoughts we have about them? Because we should, my thoughts are like this. I am running for Senate in Nairobi. My salary will be like $1 million. Mara moja pap tax imechukua 300,000. So I have 700,000. I have a mortgage, I have a car, I have staff, I have what. But I need another 70 million next time to campaign with because I won by using 70 million. So when I win, where do I get the extra 70? My salary is just 1 million. My expenses in a weekend alone.
So when my favorite Nilot comes and tells you, look, we have got a bill to pass.
Yes. So where? If you voted on a basis, 200 shillings, then why are you asking for a road? Why shouldn't you just be okay with the gate of the primary school you went 15 years ago, but the gate is still the same today, with the same member of parliament in office, then we shouldn't be complaining.
I don't know whether we should pick this call. I wanted to pick your opinion on something, but let's listen to this call and then I will let you know. Volume Kidogo, hello.
Yes, Jagero.
Thank you very much for waiting on the line, my brother. Simiyu was still oozing wisdom.
I see. Simiyu is doing a good work.
Yeah.
I see the future
do you
of
think that Simiyu is going to change this country? I feel like they are just some of those people that are going to make no change, right?
No, I think he's got the potential. You know, this country belongs to the young ones, right?
Mm. When we are the next. Good heart.
Of course, I do.
How about Kiprono? Have you just started watching us now, or you've been watching Kiprono the entire time?
I've been watching. This is Evans Bunde.
Okay.
I've been watching the entire time.
Oh, okay. What do you think about her? Is she gonna be a good politician? Wale too.
I see the potential of Trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, I do follow her quite a lot in LinkedIn.
Okay.
She's got good content.
Okay. Go ahead. What do you think about Mada Leo?
It's been a very good discussion.
Okay.
And I know in as much as we the entire country is complaining, we are not headed in the right direction.
Mm.
And the future of this country is actually in our hands, right?
Mm.
Of course, I had Sophie mention that she's actually eyeing a political seat in 2027.
Yeah.
Just want to tell her that, of course, Moiben loves her.
Okay.
And she's got that potential.
Mm.
I see qualities of Martha Karua in her.
Okay.
If she stands so firm.
The new Iron Lady.
All right, great. Thank you very much, sir.
The new Iron Lady, right?
Thank you. You're far too kind.
He's come from Moiben. He's just.
No, but why Iron Lady?
No one understands.
But the question is, he sounds like he comes from Moiben.
Hello.
Yes. How are you doing, sir? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, Jagero.
Yes. How are you doing? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, my name is Lewis Bulinda. I'm calling you from Nairobi.
Okay.
Yes, I want just to give a shout out.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, actually the show is nice.
Okay. No. The Ninis is getting away. You touched on some Bluetooth thing. Bluetooth ikachana. It's on, eh? Yeah. It's connected, but I saw it disconnect or took a drop. But anyway, what I wanted to ask you is, how are you gonna do campaigns? Are you gonna be giving people money? How have you been thinking about it? Or you're not gonna be bold and tell me how are you gonna do it? Because you need money, right? So what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell people that mimi ni msichana tu. Ama unaenda kukua na punda.
The truth is, as I mentioned, I'm running against oligarchs. I don't have that kind of money. I would be lying to you. But believe it or not, Jagero, and you will remember this conversation a year from now.
Yeah.
Change is here.
Okay.
There's a wave of change globally, not just in Kenya, globally. And for the very first time, I believe, actually people can vote you based on your ideas because people are just tired. There's a kind of, like when you get into an Uber, when you're talking with someone on the street, people are just tired. Nobody cares about the money anymore. It's just about now policies in place. So yes, as crazy as it sounds, as delusional as it sounds, as impossible as it sounds, I believe policies will take you there.
They said you need about Odhiambo was telling me that you need about at least 10 million to drive
logistics.
Logistics.
Yes.
So
even before you give anyone anything, your own movement, your own sound system, your own fuel.
Yeah.
Your own meals, your own staff. Yeah, that can take 10 million.
Yeah, I think Kiprono can afford 10 million. Hello, how are you doing? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello,
Yes, we can hear you. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
this is Kevin. I'm calling you from Nairobi.
Okay.
Yes, I like the conversation,
Thank you very much.
and I'm seeing the trophy going for it, and wish her all the best. She's level-headed, is equal to the task.
Okay.
But the problem is, I don't know what happens to them once they get into that house.
Yes.
The current crop of MPs we have, some of them were the best by the time they were campaigning. But I don't know, there is some baptism that goes on there, so someone turns and becomes something else.
Mm.
But once Trophy gets there, we really hope that she will surprise us and show us that it's not everyone who goes there that changes and becomes something else.
Okay.
As for Nairobi, I think this is what normally happens. It's not a new thing that we are seeing. It is something that keeps coming up. But now it surprises you because for someone to become a chief officer, they have to go through vetting. In as much as your name has been mentioned from the executive, you have to go through the vetting, and that is done by the MCS.
Okay.
So now and they give you a clean bill of health that you have all the credentials that are required and you are the best person for the job.
All right.
So now this person gets into office and now they become something else, and now the MCS are complaining. I mean, you are the people who confirm that they are the right person for the job.
All
So
right.
now coming back to the public again to complain about the same people, I don't think it's right. It's just a game that the players lead.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. By the way, somebody's asking Trophy. Jagero Mulize huyu mrembo, is she millennial? Is she Gen Z? What's going on there?
I'm definitely a millennial.
Obadia.
I'm definitely a millennial.
Huyu jamaa anaitwa Obadia. Unajua Obadia cannot be a Gen Z.
Yeah.
With the name of Obadia.
It's like Ezekiel. Yeah, I'm definitely a millennial.
Yeah, so this has been a very beautiful conversation. I've really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Trophy, tell me, have you enjoyed it?
Absolutely. And for the calls and everything, thank you. And for the last caller, thank you for the benefit of the doubt. Thank you for the benefit of the doubt. After that one term, you can now judge me.
Yeah.
But I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Simio, this is amazing. Jagero, thank you for hosting me.
Yeah. No worries. Zimiu, SG,
Yes.
what is your last words?
I am telling people to join Safina.
Oh my God.
Time is running out. Time is really running out.
Time is running out.
Yeah.
But you have not told Kip to join. She's
No, that's a conversation behind the tent, not here.
okay.
But you see, I always tell you proudly here that we are the only party that have diagnosed the problem of the country and done a prescription of the solution to the problem. So you go to Safina Party website, there's a link, join the party, let's save this country together. Musiwache, mimi tu ndo nijulikana I saved Kenya. Let us save it all together. Okay. And also do not forget to vote for me for Nairobi Senate.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, people of the internet, it's always a pleasure having you guys. I want to thank Mr. Frank, who has been on the deck. I want to thank Howie, who is also helping Mr. Frank, Obunga, and John Tess were on the camera before. Right, and our lady that does the research, Queen Vashti. I think she's in Mombasa today. I don't know whatever she's doing there. But she's a researcher, so she walks around the country. The star of the show is always the people of the internet that gather around this fireplace to listen to us, to talk to us. And there is always a town hall on the comment section that is that is raging. And people sometimes, you wish you were there. Thank you very much. If you're not subscribed to Political Headache, please do so. Hit another notification bell so that when Kip comes back, you'll be the first person to be notified. Until another episode, bye for now. For too long, brilliant African minds have watched the world's biggest opportunities pass them by. Not because I think they lack talent, but because they lacked a guide. The International Scholars Program changes that. The International Scholars Program is a one-stop platform that takes ambitious, let me repeat that again, ambitious African students and working professionals alike and walks them all the way to America. So this program has been founded by Bob Mwiti, a very good friend of mine, a Kenyan who is actually right now in the United States. As a matter of fact, he, goes to the United States, comes here, lives here, and goes to the United States because he's got a lot of love for Africans. Over the past 7 years, ISP has placed more than 800 African students in universities across the United States. Full degree programs with funding regardless of financial background. It is one of the very few programs of its kind accredited in both the United States and right here in Kenya, and by the Commission for University Education. So, if you are a student dreaming of studying abroad, ISP walks you through the entire journey. What are they going to do for you? They're going to do school selection. They're going to get you scholarship, applications, and even the visa. And this is the kicker. This is something that I'm very, very, very excited about. If you are already a working professional, so you are here in the country, you are in Kenya, you are in Africa, you are in Zambia, anywhere around Africa, you're a scientist, an engineer, a doctor, a researcher, or any specialist, you can actually qualify for what they call EB2 National Interest Waiver, a U.S. permanent residency pathway. So you don't need to have an employer on the other side. No employer sponsorship required. No long visa queues, just your skill recognized on a global stage. To begin, visit internationalscholarsprogram.com. Or if you want to reach them via call, you can actually call the Nairobi office on 0742 849 555. That is 0742 849 555. Or you can actually walk into their office, the Mirage Tower, Tower 1, 8th floor, Westland, just off Wayaki Way, next to the GTC, International Scholars Program, Empowering Dream. So thank you very much. Welcome to the program. For too long.